They assaulted some youth coppers. So upon that report, we immediately on that same day, we arrested the operative because that act was totally outside the purview of our mandate, and the act itself is condemnable.
Good evening, viewers. This is BVI Channel 1, Matters Arising. I still remain as Suchano Peters, and on this live interactive section, we are still on the matter. The men of Agune Chamber, the Anambra State new established vigilante group by the governor of the state, Professor Charles Soludo, in their some of their characters, let me just use that word, did the unthinkable, but more is being unearthed. There is no need speaking too much grammar. We did it, we tried everything possible to bring this program live to you, and for some reasons whatsoever, network had been playing hide and seek and technicality, because there are people trying to make sure that this live interactive section is shut down. But we are determined, both technicality, unforeseen spirit, we are back live and direct. The latest update will chocolate everyone because the matter is getting messier. But let me start from the beginning. How the video became a trend that we saw yesterday. I'll be right back. All right, that is it. Sorry about that noise. One of our guests just joined us, and he'll be brought in due course. All right. Now, before I bring you the latest update that is happening today, then we will now sit back and dissect the entire matter as it happened. Please start sharing this video. Start clicking on the share button and get ready to get involved in this conversation by using this link right here. And also, I mean, these numbers right here. Okay? Our guests will be joining us through the link we've already sent to them. But this one is for you to call, either direct on WhatsApp or on direct call. Now, we are streaming on our Facebook page and also on our YouTube backup channel. We excluded that of Instagram for now until we know where village people, they take their hand, put for the soup, where will they cook. The undiluted truth. Now, let us get to the nitty-gritty why we came back live again on this matter where happened for Anambra State. Let us bring you that video quickly. Then you hear it from yourself. From the man that is the commander of this Agune chamber. Listen to this. I'll be right back. Don't go away.
July 2025, we received the report that the operatives of Udogashi Agune Chamber in Idemili South local government area, in the exercise of the operations in Oba community, went into a compound on the pursuit of some suspected cultists, and in the process they assaulted some youth corpers. So upon that report, we immediately on that same day we arrested the operatives, because that act was totally outside the purview of our mandate, and the act itself is condemnable. So we arrested them on the 23rd of July 2025, and here are they. Then on the same 23rd of July, we got in touch with the coppers, especially the two of them, that one of them is now in the online trading video online. So we got in touch with them that same 23rd. Then took them to the hospital for medications, and we paid the hospital bills. On the 24th, and we told the coppers, first and foremost, we obtained statements from the suspects, and equally obtained statements from the coppers. And we told the coppers the next step we were to take, which was to hand them over to police for investigation. However, the coppers, especially this particular one on the video that is trending, with her parents, somebody who called and said he was the father, pleaded with us that for the sensitive nature of that video, that they wouldn't want the matter, they wouldn't want us to hand them over to police for prosecution. Thank you so much. And in their own word, that it will go a long way to be against the lady in question, because, as I said, because of the sensitive nature of it, and because there is nowhere, according to them, we can proceed to court to prosecute these people without the evidence, and they wouldn't want the video trending. In fact, they went ahead to plead that any person with the video should delete it. Coming from them, we agreed to that, and there and then they listed out some of the things they claimed were damaged, including laptop, phones, and other things, and we paid. We paid for all those things, agreed with them, all of us. I asked them over and over again that the proper thing for us to do is for us to hand them over to the police for further investigation and prosecution. But they, the coppers and their family members, vehemently opposed to that, insisting on the negative impact it will have on the coppers. That was what happened about that. So, and since then, because we couldn't proceed with their prosecution immediately, we kept them because we have our own code of conduct. So they have been facing our own internal disciplinary measures. As I speak to you, they have been on suspension since July. They haven't been receiving salaries. They haven't been on duty. In fact, since July to today, one can describe them as not being members of the security outfit. We kept them within our reach to ensure that, because we told the family that anytime you are ready, you are willing, that we'll take them to court. So that's the position. And right now, as you've seen them, in further demonstration of our openness and our readiness to be fair to everybody, we are going to take them now, with or without the girl and members of our family. We are going to take them to the police and hand them over to the police. That is what we are about doing now. And this is the essence of bringing them out so that everybody will see them. We are not shading anybody. Because some people have been insinuating, oh, somebody is trying to sweep this under the carpet. And I said, in further demonstration, that is not what we are doing. There is no scapegoats in what we are doing. And the governor of Anambra, Mr. Governor Soludo, is not interested. He has not sent us out to molest anybody. The core mandate of this outfit is to complement the federal security agencies in the provision of protection of lives and properties in Anambra State. Our job, our duty is for security of lives and properties of Anambra. We are not here, and everybody, whether Anambra is or anybody living and doing business in Anambra, is protected. Our job is to protect everybody, and we want to assure the Anambra and everybody that once you're in Anambra, Udogachi Agunechemba is not a group that is set out to intimidate anybody. And we keep calling our people, anytime you see any of our operatives going outside their mandate, please bring the complaints to us. And you can be sure that we are going to handle the matter to your satisfaction. And a few people or some people that have brought their complaints to this office, I am sure they got satisfaction. So that is it, gentlemen.
Sir, good afternoon. Let me ask you this.
All right, for purposes of clarity and for avoidance of doubt, this is a note of warning to other operatives, other personnel of Agunechem and Dogashi. Any of our operatives that goes against the code of conduct and is involved in any act that is outside the mandate will be arrested and prosecuted. There is nothing, I repeat, there is nothing like scapegoat. We are not shading anybody, we are not hiding anybody. Everybody wants our members, our personnel, our operatives to operate, to function in line with the tenets of the law. There is a law, there is the Anambra Homeland Security Law, there is the laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, there is these rules of engagement, and there is our code of conduct. So any operative, I repeat, that goes against any of these things will be severely dealt with in line with the law. And again, once again, I want to use this opportunity once again to apologize to the coppers, especially the lady coppers involved in this incident. To apologize to them and to apologize to members of their family and also members of the public and in the Anambra. Or because taking responsibility, because these men went on this thing as members of Udogachi. So we apologize to them. And as I said earlier, because it happened in July 23rd, on 24th, when we met with them, all their demands, we have met all their demands. That is without prejudice to the fact that we are still punishing these people, or we are still going to punish them. I want to assure them equally that if there is any of their demands, any further demands of theirs, that we are willing and ready to meet their demands. I want to assure them, these coppers, and any of the coppers in Anambra State, that their security is guaranteed.
You're welcome back again. We are still live on air on Matters Horizon, talking about the men of Agunechemba that got themselves involved in ojoro work. Like you've just heard, their commander stated clearly that he had been our position and that they went beyond their boundaries, the laws that established them, to go all out to the point of stripping a female corps member naked. But there are intrigues to this whole thing. And that is why everyone must take heed. I don't want this broadcast to be too long, so that others who will be watching will be able to briefly watch it and share it. And it is not going to be just my own opinion. Other people's opinion will also count on this. And I'm being joined virtually by NYSC and Enugu, who is already seated virtually joining me from Oka. Hello, NDBC. If you can hear me quickly, get yourself unmuted and let's go on. Tell me what's your reaction to this incident that happened yesterday and the current follow-up, the parade of the men of Agune Chamber today. Because, let me give you a heads up, this incident, like we said in our earlier broadcast today, that this incident happened last month, 23rd of last month, almost a month it took the government, because there is public outburst, because the video have went viral, because it has become a public knowledge that these guys are doing notable work. That is why they now quickly telling us and claiming that he arrested them a day after the incident, but we are parading them today. Let me have your opinion on the BC on this matter. Then we'll open up our lines for people to call in.
All right, thank you, Chinedu. And greetings to our viewers over the world. You know, like Ken Emekayi said, the whole thing is unfortunate. It shouldn't have happened. It should have been avoided. But it's unfortunate it happened. One thing I want to bring to the attention of the public is that our government in this part of the world is now responsible. I've only seen very few governments because the government equation is quite responsible. I've just seen very few governors who are reasoning like these governors do empathy. And when you see people that have empathy in them, you will. But I wouldn't say that of Professor Soludo. I think from Soludo, everything is done. There is no empathy at all. This thing happened last month. Like you say, Chinedu, 23rd of last month. Nobody heard of it. It was treated in house. According to Emekayi, there was rules of engagement. What you call code of every organization. I was listening to Governor Mita this evening, right evening. Looking at him, he said he has done that shouldn't be the case. But the truth of the matter is that if you see this agonizing you will not expect to come down. Personally, I don't expect to come down. But those guys are not right? Those guys, see them on the road begging for money. How much are they even being paid? So for any serious-minded someone to give somebody God, my brother, the welfare of those such countries should be taken care of. At least we give the person accommodation. There should be feeding allowance before you talk about our monthly income. That is not packaged. I see many people working in the government as slaves. You see them begging money. Do they have choice? They don't have, because there is no job. And the so-called governors are, because they think that people are happier. People don't have so livelihood. So people can take in a job. And maybe on duty, they have to survive. So what you see those Agro Venture Prophet doing has to do with their mental well-being. You know, those guys are aggrieved against the society. Before you employ someone to work for you, you have to look at the person. Person to be if somebody working with you is not happy, I better look to my. It's not about this guy or suspending them or something. It's not about it. It's not about it. You have to look at the welfare of these people before you think about their behavioral pattern. I mean, at their position of their duty position. So basically, I look at what forms human behavior before human being begin to behave a certain pattern. You know, I don't just look at it. This person is behaving like this. No, what is the cause? He's a human being. Have you taken care of him? Have you trained him? Have you treated him like a human being? Do you care where he lives? Do you care how he feeds his family? Or how he pays for his house? Or how he buys drugs? You have to care about the person before you talk about security. So one thing I see about this governors and public officials is a case like Anambra, where the big ones on the high table, the things are burn and wine. Why the peasants are work? That's the dignity of labor. Yeah, that's the angle I look at. Apart from looking at humanization of this core member, apart from looking at the fact that this thing happened last month, and these guys are just arrested now, and everybody is going because of the viral video. Without the video going viral, everybody would have heard of it. The couple will be suffering themselves. Of course, they will treat her like a good to her. The court is not working. Even if it's working, do you have money to hire a lawyer?
Okay.
So my dear children, do this. This is my submission so far.
Okay, thank you for your submission. I think there are people who are calling. In case you want to join this live interactive section, you can call +234-8104-545-533. That's the number on the screen. +234-8104-545-533. That's the number to call. All right, and we are also going to go through our comment section. If there are some comments there, we can also take your comments from the comment section, because the essence of this live broadcast is for you to have a say in what is happening, to have a broader view on the matters that are arising in our society. So make do with the numbers you're seeing right here to call either on WhatsApp or on direct call. We will take your calls. Those who have been calling while NYSC was making the submission, sorry we couldn't take your call until now, but once you call right now, your call will be taken. Once you call right now, I think there is a call coming in. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Jimmy. This is Paul.
Okay, Paul, where are you calling us from, please?
Calling from Birmingham.
All right, go on, Paul. What's your submission with respect to what we're talking about?
Yeah, my submission is that I see our people don't learn from the things that have happened in the past. Now, what I would say is that take for instance the Bible that was set up. They didn't learn anything from that. Soludo has come to set up Agune chamber.
Or Aguna Tabumba.
Now, of what purpose is that? You see, the problem with Nigeria is that, you see, the issue is not creating something. The issue is not, take for instance, the police. Take for the police as an example. Now, they created a branch of police called it SARS, which created problem. Now, they are not learning. The purpose of creating something is to solve problem. Now, if you are creating, adding more to what you already have, the ones you already have a police system. If you can't train them and tell them what is right to do, rather than having out something and call it a different name, you are multiplying problems. Now, you see, these people, I suppose they didn't even give them the training. They just took gun, gave to them, and tell them this is what you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Now, who does that? If you want to do something and do it properly, why not get the people, like what the man was saying? You know, although in this model, in this time we are living, if you take police for example, and enlist somebody in the police today, right? Now, and pay a policeman, that's a recruit. If you pay the list of them, that's the recruit. If you pay him $2,000 a month, he will still go to the road and collect bribe. So the issue is not recruiting people. The issue is to address the condition and the punishment for somebody who does something that is not supposed to do. Why am I saying this? I'm saying it because in the place where I live, for instance, there was a time my sister came from United Kingdom. I had to drop her in the stand. She has to take a ferry across the channel. Now, the place I went to drop, we are in a train station. A policeman on Mufti was drunk, came to me, he didn't even ask me for my ID card because he saw I was a black. He just said, papi, that's my papers. And then the next thing I saw was slap. He just slapped me. So, because he didn't know who I was, he didn't know the kind of person I am, I knew he was a policeman. I slapped him and kicked him. So his colleagues now came and said, what is happening? They separated us because I was ready to hit him very well. Now, the man now said, I told him, you're a policeman, you are drunk. Your mouth is smelling alcohol. So, yes, you put alcohol. So, eventually, in fact, if it is now, because that thing happened maybe about 3 or 4 years when I came to Belgium, so I didn't know the law very well. But if it is now, I will make sure he loses his job because he was not supposed to do what he did.
Exactly.
See? Now, those people they recruited, why I'm saying this thing is because those people they recruited, now your job is to fish out criminal. Your job is not to pick them or slap them or do anything to them. Because if you do that, you are not doing your work properly. Because if you take one or two or catch one or two of them, keeping the person with you and interrogating the person will make you to fish out the other ones. But you're being brutal and forceful, and you're just misusing the power given to you. You see, one thing with Nigeria is that don't give power to them. When you give a little bit of power to them, they abuse it and misuse it. That's the problem.
I agree with you.
So I don't know, Nigeria, everybody just wants to be organ, you know, and Nigeria is a lawless place, honestly. It's a very lawless place, you know. There is no single day in Nigeria that you don't see a drama happening somewhere else. No single day.
Exactly. Exactly. While we are trying to grasp with what they did in Ibon Air, they are now doing another one. Thank you, my brother, for joining. We'll have to take other callers who are calling.
No problem. No problem.
Thank you for joining. All right, the number still remains +2348104545533. If you call now, we'll take your calls. We are still live on this program. We need to dissect this. It is extremely important we deal with this. And you can see how irresponsible, NBC made mention of the irresponsibility of the governors. Not just in Nigeria, but particularly in Igbo land. Specifically that of Anambra State. Because I don't see why something will happen last month and you are taking action on it this month. Claiming that you started last month to arrest them. Let me take this caller. Hello, good evening, Victor. Where are you calling from? Victor.
I'm calling from Italy.
You're calling from Italy. Okay, go on it, Victor.
Yeah, good evening. I just calling in respect of the youth copper issue in Anambra. So it's very, very unfortunate that we have descended to this kind of level. You understand? Soludo, if one tells me that Soludo will bring himself down to this level, I won't believe it.
We are seeing.
You understand? Take for instance, the people I assumed that they were the people behind the Azoka's death. You understand me? They arrested them. All of a sudden, they want to take them somewhere, and they escaped. What I expected from the people of Anambra State or from government is for Soludo to go and get that people, because he's behind those things. You understand? My father worked with prisons in Nigeria. Prisons. When a suspect or a prisoner escaped, the person that are involved in handling them before they escape will go to every length to make sure they get that people back. But Soludo will learn those things that he was supposed to do as a chief security officer in the state, and be doing nonsense. Go about criticizing the people. Leave what he's supposed to do and be doing things that are irrelevant. Somebody at his level. In fact, I'm very, very disappointed that he's calling himself a professor. He just passed through school. School didn't pass through him. Let me just use this word for you to know the way I see that man. You understand me? You are criticizing IPOP. You are criticizing IPOP. Is he not worse than what they are doing with all those nonsense they are opponent to go after the opposition people? Is he not worse than IPOP? They are going about giving IPOP all sorts of names. What they are doing to people, all these cells they are opening here and there, committing atrocities there. So those should bear in mind that He's not above Anambra people. The fact is that people just kept him quiet. He's doing all those nonsense he's doing in the respect of governor. What has he done as a governor in Anambra State? Nothing. I cannot see anything, any tangible, if not for all those nonsense he's doing, road. What else, apart from that road he's building in his local government, what else have he done in Anambra State since he entered politics, of that office, other than criticizing people? Leave what he's supposed to do, to impact life, bringing the dividend of democracy to the people, to the poor people in the state. He will never spend time. It is very unfortunate. I just hope that the civil society organization in Anambra State or in Nigeria, they will go after Soludo to make sure that those people behind those nonsense they are doing, because all those things they are doing there is just they just created those things to be going after all opposition parties. And yes, it's very even the traditional leaders we have in Anambra State, they don't talk. None of them talks. I wonder the kind of people we are in Anambra State, that we have descended to this kind of level that nobody talks.
It's a terrible.
So we will be bigger than the whole citizen.
Anyway, thank you. It's a terrible situation that we find ourselves. But we, generally speaking, not just that of Anambra State, the responsibility of government. If it were not for the fact that the video started trending yesterday, there wouldn't be any action. There wouldn't be any action by these people. Even coming today, I mean the commander of the Agone Chamber, Ken Emekayi, coming down today to parade those people and telling us that they arrested them last month, a day after the incident happened. Who is he telling that kind of story? They should write another script. What has happened? What has happened exactly? Those people look at people that are in detention. Even the other one was slapping his hand like
that their commander. Can't you see that he's not composed? He's one of them. He can't even speak put a word that is straight. When he's talking, you just look at his mouth. You don't even know what he's talking.
The point is, what action should people take beyond this? Apart from, because this is not the first time we are hearing or seeing these things happen. We are the, 3 young lives we have shut down. And they are from Isofia, that's the village of Soludo.
Nearby village, yes.
Another one at Mbako. A young lady inside his house, inside her house, boom, from gunshot from a drunk man, because it can only take a drunk man to be shooting into people's house.
Yes.
Now, the one of Newi is still there.
Yes.
They shot down, they gunned down a woman by a new recruit whom they have not even given ID card or finished profiling. They already give gun, give them, carry gun, give them. Now one start killing, shooting people. Kill the woman in the process. Now, the question is, what is the process of recruiting these people? Who are these people in the first instance? So, for me, specifically, I am calling for a complete overhaul of that organization or establishment. If there is if there are reasons for this establishment to continue beyond tomorrow, my own take is that they should sanitize the entire system. They should sanitize and properly profile these people. Know their background. Know where they are coming from. Moreover, Vigilante is supposed to be a locally based security outfit from the communities. Each community in Anambra State has their local vigilantes. This should be what will accumulate into the Anambra State Vigilante with a central command.
Yes.
But this new establishment and recruiting all manner of reptiles and creeping things in the name of security outfit in Anambra State people who cannot even speak your language. Many of them are not even Igbos. Many of them are not even from Anambra State. But they trace a Cholo Igbo case, Cholo Vigilante in Anambra State. And these people are not properly profiled. Onya wacha mkpụrụ mmiri ebunyi egbe. Ọgbalụ ndị mmadụ ka nchi na-akpagharị. This is unacceptable. So the irreducible minimum from GGM, from the desk of Good Governance Ministry, and as the advocate for good governance, I challenge and tax the government of Anambra State, led by Professor Soludo, to either overhaul this establishment or sanitize it completely. Because this one, thank God, it didn't result to killing. Only God knows what would have happened. But this is totally unacceptable and condemnable. And we shouldn't wait until things become a public outburst before you react to it. That is why many people have been dying and languishing in injustice in Nigeria. And that is our own position.
My brother, sorry to cut you short. The issue is that we don't learn from the past events. That is the problem we are having as a black people. Okay, the ones that you have mentioned that happened previously, no consequence
at all.
People will do all sorts of nonsense and get away with it. Well, that is why they keep on doing it every day. Mark my word, it will happen between now and next 2 weeks. You will see another one that will happen. Because there's no other ones that have happened, there's no consequence.
Exactly.
People will do things and they will get away with it. Just like what you said about Soludo. Soludo is just there just to put Anambra State backward the more. He has nothing to offer to Anambra people. Now he created this thing. All in the name of that is doing security something in Anambra. What has he brought to table since they are killing people? What tangible something can he say that he has done in terms of that security something? People will commit crime and get away with it. You don't do anything. You don't bring people to book. Because they are doing his business. All his business, he fought they work together. All instruction on your Pakapana carry out. And nothing else. You understand? It's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. People will start speaking out. People should not keep quiet. So they will be taking people for granted in Anambra State.
Thank you.
All my people till they are there. People till they are there, and then they will vote him out. People should rally around and vote him out. He's supposed to be the governor of Anambra State.
Thank you very much.
This is my own share. Thank you for what you are doing.
God bless you. God bless you. And that is it. That is it from our brother who called in from Italy. And before we wrap it up, we are going to go back again to Ndubisi. Ndubisi, we would like to get your own view before we wrap it up, if you are still there.
Yes, I'm still here.
All right. Let us get your opinion on this issue.
Well, you are the mouthpiece of good governance ministry. I think I want to stand exactly where you have met the general public, where you stand, exactly this vigilante aspect should be of our own. And I previously have always said this things are not rocket science. It's not like the rocket science. Emekayi was saying that you have state level, you have local government level, and you have community agriculture. And so as these guys are not organized at all. What is local vigilante? Like my own community, we have nominated young men who are protecting our community. We nominated all those people from our community, and right from our village, the employment of those Agona Chamber, should be selected from the village, and they should be known people. That is why you call them local people, because security is local. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. So many young people are looking for them. Pay them good money. Anybody can give them gun. You have to pay him good money. After all accountants, we are all paying for our community. I don't think Soludo is even paying for salaries of those people coming from communities. Government is not taking care of them. If they are taking care of them, they should tell us. They should tell us. Because as I speak, I still pay for security levy every month in my village. So what is local vigilance? So all these things, they are just confusing themselves. Every month, governor collects 1 billion naira. If he doesn't collect 1 billion, he should tell us how much less every month. So I mean, these things are not contested. We are elected to secure the people, and if you have local under your command, this one is not. Police is under federal government. For local vigilantes are under you. If you don't have enough money to tell people of other states that to run your local vigilante, 10 billion naira. So if Anambra raise that kind of money, you could give back to us and we have the cost of our problem. So, in conclusion, what I'm saying is that, in line with what you've stated, it is that this Abuna Chamber will be reorganized. Dr. Case, just before I was saying, that's the that they should be dissolved, reorganized. But as far as I'm concerned, they should be reorganized. Well funded, well trained, well fitted, and their identity has to start from the village. So that is my recommendation.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much, DBC, for that submission. And that is it for now. Before we wrap it up completely, we just have to take some commentaries from our viewers on our YouTube channel and also on our Facebook. We acknowledge those of you who are there watching from our Facebook. Eke Gabinus, we thank you for joining us, and keep sharing, keep liking, keep following us. We will not disappoint you in bringing your voice to the general public, your opinion on issues that matters. That is our commitment here. We thank you. Iberedem Udo said, what else do you expect from touts and cultists? And it goes a long way to point to the direction that most of or some of these people who are recruited into these outfits are people of questionable character, honestly speaking. But when and however they are being recruited, the most important thing is ensure that these are people with mentally sound mind, people who are mentally sound and have it's not everybody you can give gun to. If you give gun to a chimpanzee, you know what the result will be. So I concur with that statement from Udo. Kosi Sochuku Oha Juba, what was the lady's offense? Her offense is that she is a Nigerian serving Nigeria in Anambra State, being labeled a Yahoo and Hookopians. That was why men of Agone Chamber went and raided lodge or hostel where these people were camping or living to do their service. Madness. So that is the offense. You don't need to commit offense in Nigeria to be a victim of Nigeria. Just be a Nigerian living in Nigeria. You're already a victim. It's only a matter of time it will get to your turn. Nigeria will happen to you. And if there is no, in fact, thank God, people should be appreciating what we are doing on the social media. Because as for this government, they will do anything possible to shut down social media. They've tried every means and possible ways to guard social media. The ones they cannot stop, they try to put stumbling blocks, even hire hackers to hack into their our systems, destabilize our programs to ensure that you don't get the truth the way it is. You can imagine if it didn't go viral, what would have been the case of these people. So we'll continue. We appreciate you, Luis Rosita. Anthony is responding to Emekayi's long story, like Akoko Mike Ejaya. He said that one a voicemail. Those things that he was saying is just crappy. He should find another and better script. Now, Samako Anna said there is no time limit talking on calls. Sorry about that. You can always call. If you call, we take your call. Once call coming, we will end the next call, the call that is currently, because we want to give everybody a chance. Okay, when the calls are coming in, we'll start limiting it according to the time. Okay, so when you want to call, and once the person have exceeded 2 or 3 minutes, we will definitely bring the next person up. So Samako, we appreciate your submission and observation. Thank you. Franklin Opera. Okay, Opera. Sorry, my dear. Sometimes some of these names sound English. The problem is not power. The real issue is education. Means, why, what, where, and how to use power is the real issue. Thank you for that, your submission. Odin Naduru said, evil is evil. We don't need Soludo again. And the whole pose of them in addition. All the people. All right, we have Vivian. Vivian V said, look at them behaving like group of monsters. Not behaving like group of monsters. They are actually group of monsters. Because the way they did and conducted that themselves, in the way they molested that girl, is unthinkable. Is unthinkable. To the point of stripping the girl naked on a broad daylight, and somebody is coming to give us a long script of how they arrested them last month and now parading them this month, because the people have a kind of outburst, because it has become a public outcry, because it has become a public embarrassment that what happened last month is now trending today, and they now begin to show us who they have paraded them. Why are they parading them? Since after that incident happened, what have they done about it? Even the ones that happened before this one, what have they done about it? That is so unfortunate. My dear Vivian, thank you for your submission. He said, who are the women who raised these men? I don't even know why people still attend NYSC with all the fines and abuse happening to cops. Responding to Coach, no matter, she should not have been stripped naked. No matter what, she shouldn't have been stripped naked. Why don't they take their energy to fellow men? Boko Haram instead, or even kidnappers. Now only women then get power. Well, that is it for now. The comments that we've got so far on this program, and that is where we're wrapping it up for tonight. I want to sincerely appreciate every one of you who have joined us, who have dropped your comment, who have shared the video, who have in one way or the other contributed to the success of this program tonight, and in the BC as well, who joined us virtually. I'm not going to forget those who called. I appreciate you. We hope that now that things are sailing properly in the manner that is acceptable to us in terms of live streaming, we will not hesitate to go live every time on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and on Fridays, so that you will be getting all the gist. And don't forget, very soon we'll start going live on weekends on a low key, on a one-on-one basis, on TikTok, on YouTube, on Facebook. We'll be there to discuss issues that affects us all as humans. So I just hope you'll be on the lookout there. You can follow us on all our social media platforms and join us in all we do. I don't know if NDBC is there. He's still there. I think he has gone. If he has gone, we would say good night, because he had really tried. NDBC, I know you are still there. I just wanted to appreciate you for joining. And you know, you are our village economist. You always tag everything towards economy, economic welfare. That is what most of your positions we are today. Thank you very much for that, your position. I will continue in our drive and sensitization. Thank you for joining, and hope you are going to join again. NDBC, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Chino, and good night.
Okay, good night to you, my brother. And on that, we are saying good night. And I will also appreciate our studio engineer. We have been here battling this thing since morning to ensure we go live. CJ, thank you very much for your time. Overstretched, but though it is for good. And thank God we've overcome at this point. Thank you very much. As we're wrapping up, to all our viewers, stay blessed and stay safe. I still remain Associated Peters, your advocate for good governance. Bye-bye for now.
They assaulted some youth coppers. So upon that report, we immediately on that same day, we arrested the operative, because that act was totally outside the purview of our mandate, and the act itself is condemnable.